Hey, overcomers. I hope you're all having an amazing day, morning, it may be evening when you hear this message. So I just wanted to quickly jump on and talk to you about how to impress the subconscious mind. Now, according to Joseph Murphy, your subconscious mind takes you at your word. And also, I heard someone else say that your subconscious mind is a proof producing machine. So basically, whatever you constantly feed it, whatever you are constantly telling yourself, whatever story you're focusing on, your subconscious mind has to prove you true. So if you are dealing with health challenges and you're wondering like how, your health is going to turn around, and you want to be better, you want to be perfectly healthy and not be in sickness, you need to start telling yourself a new story, not focusing on where you presently are or your present state. Okay? Because your subconscious mind, it's always listening. It's ready to take you at your word. And your job is to keep affirming the new story. See, as Neville Goddard said, assumptions harden into facts. So whatever you continually assume, it will be true for you. And I know it can be a challenge because sometimes when you're in this world and you're dealing with certain situations, it's easy to react and it's easy to revert back to the old programming, to the old story, to the old way of doing things. But we know, as that quote says, the definition of insanity is doing things the same way but expecting a different result. So in order to shift and change your outer world, it begins here. And your subconscious mind, I call it, it's like a sponge. It's ready to receive the information that you give it. It's ready to take it in and soak it all up. So why not feed your mind things that are to your benefit? Why not speak life over your life? Why not focus on having the best, being the best in all areas of your life? Because you're here to live an amazing life. You're here to live an abundant life. You're here to live a glorious, a victorious, and overcoming life. You're not here to settle for less. You're not here to deal with like struggle after struggle and deal with like, whether it's, chaos in relationships or finances or family or whatever it may be. You're here to live an abundant life. So in order to impress the subconscious mind, you have to daily decide what you want to feed it. And that's why I always tell you, every day we have two choices: whether we are going to walk by faith or whether we are going to walk in fear. And I'm telling you, if you're going just by the world's programming, they want to program you for fear. They want to keep you stuck and stagnant. They're not going to encourage you to elevate and press forward and be the best and, go for your best life. No, it's the total opposite. So in order to impress the subconscious mind, it loves repetition. And a lot of times I see in the law of assumption community, they talk about robotic affirming. And basically, that's just the thoughts in your mind. So if, for example, you're dealing with a health challenge, start declaring you're healthy. You just start saying, I am healthy, and my body's in the perfect order. My body is, designed perfectly by God. It's in divine order. Everything is functioning how it's supposed to be. If it's finances, speak life to your finances. If it's a relationship, speak peace over that relationship. Because I'm telling you, as you speak peace and think peace and envision peace, it will manifest. I've shared with you my testimony. Like, the peace that's on that situation, God did that. But it was something that I desired, and it was something I decided. I was like, I'm not going to be going back and forth with you and we're arguing. What does that do? It's a time waster. Especially for those of us that understand that we are called and God has a purpose for us. And you understand that we're supposed to be consciously creating our lives. You don't have time to waste time. And then on top of that, if you have children, okay, you're doing this not just for you, but you're doing this for the generation that's coming up behind you. Okay, I don't know why I'm led to say this. Some of you, some of you are breaking generational curses and generational trauma. Once you elevate in your mind, everything else around you, okay, once you elevate, everything else has to level up. Everything else has to match what you're putting out. The energy, the thoughts, the focus, whatever you're putting out, it has to be reflected back to you. And so this is why the word says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. This is why the word says, you shall decree a thing and it shall be established. If you look throughout the scriptures, there are scriptures where God declared things and spoke things in the beginning of the book of Genesis, right? So it's so important that you understand that whatever you feed your subconscious mind, whatever you continually tell yourself, that is going to manifest. So daily, I decide there's certain things in my life, there's certain things that are great that I'm so thankful for, and there's other things I'm like, no, this has to change. So I'm speaking towards it. I'm believing for it to change, and I'm just waiting for the manifestation. And that's the thing. A lot of times we get caught up with the time and what appears to be a time delay. But you have to understand, if you've been thinking one way for most of your life, and some of you, it may be, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, some of us 40 plus years and beyond, thinking a certain way, okay? You have to try to shift that. And it takes time. It's renewing your mind. That's why the Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. When you renew your mind, everything else in your life has to be renewed, because it starts here. Don't let the world lie to you and make you think you got to focus on the outside. What's happening on the outside is what's controlling what's happening on the inside. No, once you decide what you want over your life, no matter what is happening out here, it has to level up. It has to shift. It has to change to match the thing that you've been speaking, thinking, and believing. And I think that is such an awesome gift that God has given us. But too often, we don't step into that power. We allow the outside world and outside conditions and what the latest headlines is or what the latest trends are to sway us. And we don't stand firm in our faith. But the word says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So you're either going to go faith or you're going to go fear. Faith, fear. Look, it's like a seesaw. Like you're just wobbly, unsteady. But when you are stepping in faith and moving in faith, you are on a firm foundation. And so this is why daily, I always tell you, speak life to your life. And I also tell you, don't let up until it shows up. Until that thing that you truly desire and that thing that you want in your life manifests, you don't give up. This is not the time to quit. This is not the time to throw in the towel. This is not the time to be discouraged. This is the time that I want you to be encouraged, be full of faith, go towards those things that you desire in life. And it begins with your thoughts. So today, I want you to impress your subconscious mind, and you do that by speaking affirmations. You can actually speak it out loud. If you're by yourself, I would say yes, speak it out loud. If you're amongst people, no, you're not going to speak affirmations out loud. People are going to be like, what? So you're going to speak your affirmations if you're by yourself, okay? Think them. And also writing, okay? The Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. Writing, there's such power in scripting. Okay? The things that you write, they will come to pass. Think about what you want for your life. What do you truly desire in your life? What is your vision, your dream, your goal, whatever it is? I want you to affirm that thing by speaking it, by thinking it, and believe it, okay? You're going to speak this thing into existence. Watch it show up. So basically, in order to impress your subconscious mind, it loves repetition. Repeat your affirmations. Think from the state. That's what Neville Goddard says. Too often we focus on what's not working, and we focus on the thing that's in the present that we don't want, that we no longer want. And then we wonder why it's like it stays or it magnifies. So in order for it to shift, you must take your attention away from that thing and bring your attention towards the thing that you truly want to see show up in your life, okay? God has placed you here to live an abundant and amazing life. So overcomers, I hope this encouraged you today. I hope you feel blessed on today. Always be an overcomer.